Hi, my name is Jamie Devall, and I'm a 5th grade ELA teacher at Cedarcrest, Southmoor. Yeah, it could be a drawing or a painting, but it's on a large scale, oftentimes like on the side of a building, or it might take up a whole wall inside a building. In my reading block, I do a mini lesson for the first 20 to 30 minutes. It's a 90-minute block, and the other 60 minutes is all small group. Today we're going to do small groups first, and then we're going to do the mini lesson after that. We're going to do 2 sessions of 15 minutes. So you're going to go back to your starting position, so everybody get packed up. Okay, make your way to your first station. I use the iReady diagnostic data, and it groups the students by ability, and that's how I use that to make the groups that rotate. So those are mixed ability groups. And then when I pull the groups to the table, those are like ability groups because they have the same instructional needs and the same gaps. A very long time. They didn't even notice. I would say to start with modeling your expectations and to practice. So the first week that we did stations in our classroom, they just practiced moving through the stations, and I went around and I supported them at the station. So I didn't pull any small groups to the table that first time. So I want you guys to log into your personal pathway today, and let's see what your story is. Tell me what you're working on. I love it. I'm going to watch you do some, and then I'm going to let you go back, okay? Everybody else log in. Would you? Perfect. I'd love to see that.
That's kind of a coincidence. Yesterday we was talking about chimpanzees, and in my story it said how chimpanzee got.
Yours was about a chimpanzee?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, and that's exactly what we were talking about yesterday. Well, I'm glad we had that conversation.
The story was about like
Second.
Grandpa had told me they had been friends forever. I had blank a picture of them.
Also, I would set the expectations and discuss that before every time. Like every time I start small groups, we talk about what the instructions are. We talk about what to do if you finish early, what to do if you're struggling, because the most important thing is that that your time is sacred and that you're able to pull the groups. And if you have to go around and, say, this is what I want you to do if you finish early, or if you get stuck, then it takes up, your important time that you want to be able to work with groups. And you plug each one in. Okay, go ahead.
And we got to know that my body doesn't wander too far these days.
What does that mean? Doesn't wander too far.
He was eating sweet potato pie.
Okay, let's see what we have. Now you do it this time. I think that it helps you to individualize the instruction. So sometimes I pull a whole group that needs to work on a certain skill or that needs reinforcement with whatever the skill or strategy is that we're focusing on for the week. But it also allows me to pull individual students just to work on, one thing that they're really struggling with. Very good. I'll let you go back. To explain the meaning again. Do you know which one of these means to do it again? Pre, re, or un? Can you give me another example of a word that uses re and it means do it again? They've been working in their personal pathways, and that is individualized instruction just for them in a digital format. But when they get stuck on that, then I get an alert and I can pull them and we can do it together. And I did that in the lesson today. I pulled some students who were struggling in their personal pathway just to work one-on-one with them. And that's something that teachers in a class of 24 students, you don't always get to do. I'll start. Rebuild. I'm going to rebuild my Lego castle.
Restart.
Restart. What might you have to restart sometimes?
A classwork.
I might have to restart my classwork, especially if I forgot it at home, right? Okay, keep going. I think that's great. So we have miss, un, pre. Let's see what you got. There you go.
Compared his problem to
Stirring water with a stick. So when you call a word and it doesn't make sense, let's go back and try to figure it out. Okay, so which one of these says that? That he's having a hard time talking about his problems? Yes, absolutely. He's not able to say what he feels. Does that make sense? I'm gonna let you go. All right, let me see what you got. You got for this new one. All right, read it for me. What's this word? That's a P, not an M. Say it again. Just put it on the side, love.
Tell Jesse to ignore Jeff. Ignore Jesse.
Why does Sarah tell Jesse to ignore Jeff?
Tip is
T. P's.
TPs.
Does that make sense now?
Do you live in TPs?
You know what a TP is, remember? I'm sorry, and a pencil. Grab a pencil. Tell me a word that you found that we can go back and look for some. Let's start with, and the whole forest.
And the whole forest would give itself.
Okay, would you start it for us? Then Mr. Omnis stooped down. What does stoop down mean? Piece of wood that's on fire. And he used it to light a lamp. So what do you think tongs might be? Look, tongs. You've seen that before? Yeah. Turn around, Tyler. Come on now. I want you to focus. Did you read Diego Rivera yet? It doesn't look like you circled any unknown words. Sorry, page 20. Right here. Do you want to read it? Let's start here. Would you believe?
Would you believe that I'm the sort of fawn to meet a poor innocent child in the wood? One that had never done me any harm and pretended to be friendly with it and invited in.
Hey, how'd you do today? Did you record your score? All right, go put it on your. All right, I love it. Let me see.